Inside KSI vs Jake Paul fight negotiations as verbal deal collapsed with promoter doubting YouTube fight will ever happen. KSI and Jake Paul have been eyeing a YouTube boxing fight for 6 years, but it may never happen. That is according to the former's promoter, Moms Taylor, who has been at the heart of negotiations, which have failed to yet materialize in seeing the influencer pair touch gloves. Jake Paul will next fight Mike Tyson on 15 November, while KSI is in talks to take on Slim Albaher and Anthony Taylor in a 2 vs 1 encounter on Misfits Boxing this August. A fight will not take place in 2024, and it has been 6 years since the Nightmare first called out Paul after his win over Joe Weller in 2018. I publicly tweeted that I am willing to put my ego with Nakisa aside and facilitate this deal, Taylor told TalkSport.com. Jake wanted it. He agreed to 175 pounds initially, then we agreed a verbal deal at 180 pounds. Everything was agreed, with details to come, and then Jake lost to Tommy. He then decided to fight Nate Diaz instead, and not fight KSI. I'm still a bit confused about it. I texted Nakisa and said, dude, ceasefire? And said, let's make this fight happen for the people. For part of their legacy. I said let's do it at 185 pounds, which is what Jake proposed in January. 183 pounds is tough for KSI, but it just isn't happening. The pair have gone back and forth on social media for several years over a fight, at one point in 2022 reaching an agreement to fight at Wembley Stadium for the following year, but it once again passed by in 2023, with Paul instead focusing on his quest to become world champion, beating Nate Diaz, Andre August, and Ryan Borland. A framework appeared to be in place, but Paul has since piled on weight and feels comfortable in excess of 200 pounds. Their notable size difference now appears a key obstacle to any showdown, with the Briton unable to make a comfortable fighting weight above 185 lbs. But Taylor has insisted he will not let Paul's side gain any advantages in the ring. He continued, we will not be succumbing to all of their demands, and he isn't a fighter who needs to fight Jake Paul.